Back to Basics. It is Monday, and I am your Monday vlogger, Julie. I apologize that I have not been vlogging in the past several weeks. We had family problems going on, and my oldest son, Daniel, tried to commit suicide about 3 weeks ago, and needless to say, that was a very traumatic hard time for me, for the whole family, and especially being overseas. It was hard. So I'm just kind of getting back on my feet and able to actually think about doing one of these. So I appreciate your patience and all of that. Last we talked, I had just finished my habits series, in which you can create habits out of anything, good habits, and fall back on those. I was actually very proud because when this all occurred, I really wanted to eat, but instead I exercised, and then I clung to the exercise like I was clinging to food, because it was the only thing that really got me through. And I was proud that I actually had a good habit to cling to. For those of you who are not my friends on Facebook, I walk about 6.5 miles a day, and then on the weekends, between 8 and 10. I kind of combine running with it. So it's my way of dealing with the stuff up here and my worries and my anxieties. So I was happy I got through that, and my son is okay, and he's happier. So everything is okay on that front. It's not perfect, but it's okay, and we're happy for okay. So speaking of that, as many of you probably already know, many of us have joined Diet Bet and are weighing in fairly regularly. And since last Transformation Academy, I have been a model weight loss surgery patient. Those of you who know me know that I had the vertical sleeve in September of 2010, and I reached my goal weight of 165 in August of 2011. So it took me 11 months to reach goal. I had been fairly steady between 165, 170 for about a year, and then kind of let things slide last fall and gained about 15 to 20 pounds. So when this last Transformation Academy started, I was determined to get back to goal, get back to at least 169, which is within my range. And I've been fairly good at it. It's not been easy, because now that I'm almost 3 years out, it's like losing weight the old-fashioned way. I mean, yes, I don't eat as much, but it's 5 pounds. 5 pounds is hard. The last 5 pounds is really hard. Long story short, I've seen 168 and 169 a couple of times, and then I bounce right back up. And today I weighed in at 172.6. Yesterday I was 171.4. So I have been, for the past week, beating myself up. I have been an exercise fanatic. As I told you, 6.5 miles a day at least. 8 to 10 miles on the weekend, resting at least one day. I was eating around 900 calories, very low, especially with the exercise. So last weekend we went camp. So as I was saying, started the diet, and I've been very hard on myself because I can't seem to get into the 160s. Last week I tried to up my calories to a minimum of 1,000 to 1,200 calories, and my weight did nothing. I mean, I'm here. I mean, it's like psh, my body doesn't want to respond at all. And so I was feeling pretty bad and feeling sorry for myself, and actually not feeling sorry for myself, but I guess a little bit, but mostly angry because I knew I was doing everything right. I was drinking my water, I was eating right, I was protein first, I was exercising, I was doing everything, and I was frustrated, and I could have stuffed my face full of brownies and I don't know that it would have changed anything. My husband was so nice 2 nights ago, because he knows I'm trying really hard. And the frustrating thing is like he was like 25 pounds. He's my same height, so we have the same weight range. He was 25 pounds heavy, and he's like within 2 pounds of me, and it made me mad. I know he's mad, I know all of that stuff, but seriously, really? I've been doing this much longer than him. Anyway, and I've got a smaller stomach too. Anyway, so he showed me this, he dug out this photo of me, and I'm going to put it right here. That is a photo of me right before I had surgery. I weighed about 310 pounds, and that was nice. He was trying to show me that, look how far I've come. I mean, my face is nice and round and filled out, and I don't have all the wrinkles, like right there, but boy, I don't know if I could pick myself out anymore. So today I decided, well, the scale may say 172, but I'm fitting in my size 8s again, and even though that should be like 165 for me. And last October I had to buy, every October, November is the Marine Ball, and the Marines celebrate their anniversary. And so they have a big dance, and you have to get all formal and dressed up, and it's fun. It's like prom for adults. So 2 years ago, when I was 168, and I know that I was 168, I had a dress made for me, and you will see, and I felt fantastic. Everybody said, wow, you look great, blah, blah, blah. And this is the photo of me in that dress. So back to struggling with my weight. And so my husband got out that photo of me, and then I tried on my red dress. I'm sorry, I don't know where I am in my story. So I tried on my red dress again, and this is what I look like. And so this is a long way of saying that we can get sucked into that scale really, really fast. And sometimes the scale doesn't measure life. I mean, if I was 168 and wearing that dress, and I'm 172 and wearing that dress, and it's the same scale, there's no difference. Except for the fact that I'm exercising a lot, and Maybe I put on muscle, I don't know. But our journey shouldn't be defined by one single thing. And I know that's easier said than done because I'm trying to convince myself of that right now. But it's really important to remember, when you're frustrated, go back and look at those photos. When you're frustrated and you're angry at yourself or you're angry at the number, try on some of the clothes that you didn't think that you could fit into. Remember, people, your competition within yourself, if you're anything like me, I'm pretty hard on myself. And remember, you're hard on yourself. Would you treat yourself? Would you treat somebody else the way you treat yourself? Would you criticize yourself the way, would you criticize somebody else the way you criticize yourself? So it's important to remember, treat yourself the way you treat other people. My goodness. I'd never treat somebody the way I treated myself the past couple of days. I'd make myself go and try on the stuff. The fact that my husband got out that photo for me and was trying to make me feel better. Sometimes a picture says everything. So these are the pictures of me as I currently am. Because that's really how it is. It's how I currently am, not what the number says. And as my husband said to me as we were walking yesterday, that $35 bet and diet bet, because I'm super competitive, it's like going out to a fancy meal. So I lose a fancy meal. How many fancy meals have I lost already? Right? $35 is $35. It's a long-term process. It's a long-term goal. Take care of yourselves. Be nice to yourselves. Do you think that being mean and critical of yourself is going to get you any further? Nah. So my new habit this week, in addition to eating well and exercising and drinking and all of the back to basics, and maybe we should add this to our back to basics. How are you treating yourself? How are you talking to yourself? Are you treating yourself the way you would treat somebody else? Because if you're not, think about it. I hope you guys have a great week. I intend to form a new habit. So part of my new plan this week, my new habit this week, is to start saying positive things to myself, to build myself back up in my head. And that's going to be part of my Back to Basics. And I hope that you guys will consider doing it as part of your Back to Basics too. I hope you guys have a great week. Speak nicely to yourself. Treat yourself the way you treat others. Bye. Have a good week.